turn on the seatbelt light. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelts. Thank you.
MadCap Central is a cloud-based platform that lets you plan, track, and manage the processes, content, and teams that are at the heart of your organization. It's especially ideal for MadCap Flare users, but even non-Flare users can take advantage of MadCap Central features. After you first log into Central, you'll see your name at the top. If you're a user on more than one license, a drop-down field displays to the right of your name, allowing you to switch between licenses. If you're a Flare author, you'll see a series of icons on the left side of the interface. These icons open the different pages and dashboards where you'll work. In order, these are Home, Projects, Tasks, Reviews, Teams, and Users. If you're a non-Flare user, in other words, a subject matter expert, you'll only see the Reviews icon. You don't need to open or use the rest of the pages and features in Central. As a Flare author, your home dashboard will initially be empty, but later, after information is added to the system using the various pages, you can add widgets to the home dashboard. Widgets provide a quick glance at various types of information throughout your system. We'll come back to this in a bit. Each page in Central has a unique toolbar at the top that lets you add, manage, and remove information on that page. Some pages, such as Projects and Tasks, have additional options on the right side. The first person to log into MadCap Central using your company's license has user administration permission. From the users page, this person can invite other individuals to join the license. You can invite individuals as Flare authors, or you can invite non-Flare users who will function as subject matter experts in Central. Users can be added one at a time or in bulk by pointing to a CSV file containing each person's email, first name, then last name. The user administrator can assign permissions to other Flare authors. These users can receive basic permissions, but they can also be given higher administrative rights. When a new user is invited, that person receives an email. The individual must click a link to activate the account and set up a password. From the users page, you can see all other users in the system, view their profiles, and contact them. Users with a blue crown icon have user administration permissions. Whether you're a Flare author or subject matter expert, you can click your name at the top of the interface and open the User Settings dialog to complete your own profile. Flare authors can also choose notifications. You can open the Teams page to create and manage teams of authors. This is simply a way to organize users into different groups. It also provides a convenient way to quickly communicate with a specific set of authors. Not only can you associate specific users with a team, but you can also link teams to uploaded Flare projects, which we'll talk about next. After teams are created, you can see the users and projects associated with each one. Also, keep in mind that teams are limited at this time to authors. Subject matter experts cannot be added to teams. The Projects page shows all MadCap Flare projects that have been uploaded to your Central license. These are copies of the local projects located on users' desktops. One of the main reasons for uploading Flare projects is to let Central host your output. It's a way to publish without having to involve an IT department. You do not upload projects from within Central. Instead, you do this from the desktop project itself, using a recent version of Flare that supports it. Also, it's important to know that Central is not a replacement for your desktop Flare application. You continue to author your project content locally in Flare, then sync your files with the cloned project on Central. Authors can view and work with the project in Central as long as they're associated with that project. There are a few ways to become associated with a project. First, you can upload a project to Central yourself. Second, another user can add you to his or her project. And third, if you have Manage Teams and Projects permission, you can open your profile and add yourself to a project. Once you're associated with a project in Central, you can open it. As with your home dashboard, you can populate each project dashboard with widgets that you find useful. You can open the Build Management page to generate, view, and manage output from a target. This includes the ability to set certain builds as live, meaning they can be viewed by the public. You can also mark other builds to keep, in case you need to roll back to them for some reason. You're assigned a vanity URL for your license, so whenever you publish output, users can see your output by using that URL. You also have the option to create a vanity URL for a target, or even for individual builds within targets. By doing this, you can have multiple builds in a target that are all set to the live status. If you have an older URL that you need to continue to use in order to maintain consistency with your company and prevent older links from breaking, you can create a redirect from that URL to your new vanity URL. You also have the option of mapping your Central license to your company's domain. For more about that, see the video Server Settings Part 3, URL Options. The Checklists page lets you create checklists so that you can keep track of work related to your uploaded Flare projects. You can create two kinds of checklists, project and generic. Project checklists are integrated with your Flare project files. Generic checklists can be created for whatever purpose you can think of, such as a project release to-do list. The Files page is a read-only view that allows you to see the files in your project, including the code and the commit history. The Commits page can be used to see details about all of the commits for the project. After opening a specific commit, you can see differences in files with the previous version of the file next to the new version. You can view differences using either a unified view or a split view. And finally, the Reports page is used to scan your project and display critical reports. For example, if you have any broken links or undefined variables in the project, this page will let you know. The Tasks page lets you keep track of work that needs to be completed and visualize the workflow. When creating a task, you can provide various kinds of information, including a priority level, related Flare project, start and due dates, assigned user, and more. Options on the right side of the page let you see tasks in 4 different views. The task board consists of 3 preset milestones: to do, in progress, and completed. You can move tasks from one milestone to another as work progresses. You can open a task and add a comment to it. This lets you tie conversations with others to a specific task. The calendar view displays tasks in a calendar format for the day, week, and month. This view is useful for seeing when tasks begin and end in relation to one another. Under the calendar, the tasks are listed in a grid. The archive view displays tasks that have been completed and moved from the completed milestone. The backlog view displays tasks that are not yet complete and need to be removed from the workflow. The idea is that backlogged tasks will be revisited in the future so that they can be completed. The Reviews page lets you view and manage Flare files that have been sent out for review. Both authors and subject matter experts can use the tabs on this page to open Flare topics and snippets in an editor to the right. You can make edits and insert comments into the file. All changes are automatically saved and tracked, and everyone assigned to review a file can make edits to it at the same time. When each person is finished reviewing a file, he or she clicks Submit. After all reviewers have submitted the file, the author is informed through an email. The author can then close out the review process in Flare, accept or reject any changes, and accept the file back into the Flare project, thus replacing the old version of the file. After information has been added to your system, you'll probably find it useful to add widgets to your home dashboard, as well as to individual project dashboards. Each user can customize his or her own dashboards to meet individual preferences and work habits. Widgets are standalone information objects that let you see data at a glance and provide quick access to certain areas. You can add widgets for live builds, build history, builds activity, project bookmarks, project checklists, project properties, reports, task calendar, and task summary. Also, for the home dashboard, you can add a widget showing your storage and usage. From this widget, you can monitor your license and perform actions such as purchasing additional seats or storage space. You can click and drag widgets to resize them as you like on your dashboard. Keep in mind that you can add the same kind of widget multiple times to your dashboard. For example, if you're a documentation manager, you might want to add a task calendar widget and filter it to show only your tasks. But then you might want to also add a separate widget for each of your writers to see the tasks assigned to each of them. Check out the online help for more details about all of these features.